Seen riders that look stiff as a board on their bike. It looks like they haven't turned their head in 20 years. You know what I mean? Just like that. Like, oh, where's the bike gonna take me now? Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Me and My Shadow. Hope this video is finding everybody well. It is a beautiful, beautiful Saturday morning, about 9:30. And today, I'm sure you're wondering, what the heck's he going to talk about? What exciting tidbits of wisdom or BS has Tim got for us today? I think one of the biggest mistakes that people make, especially newer riders, is learning how to actually relax on your motorcycle.
Just relax.
The one thing that we have to realize more than anything else is that your motorcycle has to do all the work. We really don't. We have to know how to operate it safely. We have to know how to make it respond the way we want it to respond. But basically, riding a motorcycle is just gaining feedback. Your bike is continuously sending you feedback when you ride. I noticed the other day that when I ride, a lot of the times I'm riding with one hand on the handlebar. I'm a little bit more slouched, a little bit more relaxed, and I have a very light grip on the bars themselves. And I was like, man, I'm relaxed. So there's some keys to being relaxed. And here's some tricks to help you relax on a motorcycle. Because where does tension come from? Tension comes from fear, right? And where does fear come from? Fear is a negative projection of the future. Example would be, oh my gosh, I gotta get on the interstate and I'm going to die. It's a projection. Fear is a projection of something bad that hasn't happened to you yet, but you're afraid might happen to you. So when you're carrying fear with you, you have to overcome it because you'll never relax when you're afraid. Sometimes it's easier said than done, and I'm not making light of this in any way at all. But it's important that we know to relax. First thing that will help you relax is your gear. We all know that it's smart to wear safety gear. Yes, even in the high heat, it's easier to wear more gear when it's cooler out like it is today, obviously. But the type of gear that you pick is really important. From the helmet that you're wearing, to the gloves that you're wearing, to the jacket, to the pants, to the boots. Some might even say the underwear. Because if you're all tensed up and bound up in something that's uncomfortable, it fits you too tight, it fits you too loose, it feels weird when you're riding the bike.
Do I really wear clothes this tight?
You're going to be focusing more on that than you are on relaxing. Don't let somebody tell you, oh, a showy helmet is going to be the best. It has the highest safety rating, but if it's uncomfortable as hell and it doesn't fit your head right, then why are you wearing it, right? Allowing yourself to relax more is also practice, practice, practice. So you say, what am I practicing? Well, there's some basics. Obviously, the first thing I would say would be braking. When you brake with your motorcycle, practice being smooth. Don't grab the brakes and just do a quick stop or things like that. That can lead to all kinds of problems that you really don't want or need. Another thing that you want to practice is very simple. Like when you turn a corner, turn your head to where you want to turn to. Look at the spot. I've said this before in many videos. Look at where you want to go. Practice turning your head, and the bike will follow. Slow speed skills. are another wonderful way to build confidence. If you just know that you suck at U-turns, get yourself into an empty parking lot and practice those U-turns. Practice them at slow speed. Practicing slow speed maneuvers allows you to really know how your bike's going to react when you're using the clutch, when you are basically whenever you're doing whatever. Slow speed skills are going to allow you to become in tune with the bike. You hear people talk about that all the time. It's not some woo-woo thing. You really do become in tune with your motorcycle. Relaxation on the bike is so important because the bike is constantly sending you feedback, and you need to be able to read that feedback. And if you're tense and that's no way to ride. Yeah, everybody knows where the problem areas is, whether it's at higher speeds, whether it's riding on the interstate, whether it's slow speed, like making U-turns or practicing those type of things. Everybody knows where they need to improve. Everybody is stronger in certain areas and weaker in others. Look, when I very first started riding, it was like this. I was super afraid of everything. I was afraid I was going to get hit, going to get killed, not make it home, end up in the hospital, whatever, right? I was projecting myself into the future. When I get on this bike today, I hope a truck doesn't run me over. When I get on this bike today, I hope I don't get run over on the interstate. Oh my God, I saw that horrible accident on the interstate the other night. And oh, that could have been me. And if you don't learn to relax on the bike, then you're not gonna be allowing the bike to do its job, and you're not gonna be doing your job. Your job when you're riding a bike is to enjoy. Your bike is, yes, stay safe. Yes, I'm not talking about like kicking back in a lounge chair or something like that. But most of us that watch this channel ride cruisers. And honestly, with the right equipment, seat, handlebar adjustment, gear, it's really kind of like riding a Barcalounger, or, I don't even know what is a Barcalounger anyway.
It is a comfortable chair.
And that goes for us older riders too. If we're not comfortable anymore with the weight of the bike, if it just seems a little bit more unwieldy, then stop, for heaven's sakes. Stop pushing yourself into a situation where you're uncomfortable, because if you're uncomfortable, it's going to develop fear. And if you develop fear, guess what? You're going to tense up. You're not going to be relaxed on the bike. And you say, well, why is it so important to stay relaxed on the bike? Because the bike sends you feedback constantly. I've said this before, and I guess I'm saying it again. The bike is continuously sending you feedback. But when you turn your head to where you want to go, and consciously know that when you're doing these things that you are really practicing. Another thing is steering, counter steering. Counter steering is pretty intuitive, and it's one of the easiest things to master. If you want your bike to turn a certain way, you push on the bars. If you're going faster and you want your bike to turn, you push on the bars a little harder. It's very easy to do, but some people don't counter steer. All these things are going to build up your confidence. All these things are going to build up your ability to be able to enjoy the ride and to really relax. So confidence will overcome fear. And also recognize fear for what it is. Fear are unreasonable projections of things that may happen in your future. Some people live their entire lives in fear. Some people live their entire lives watching other people do things that they wish they could do. My suggestion is get out there and do those things that you want to do. Don't let fear stop you.
Fear of the unknown is spiritual paralysis.
Don't let fear rule your life. And these are if you will follow these guidelines, if you will follow these steps, and you will find that your fear will go away, and relaxation and your enjoyment of riding will be 10 times better, 10 times more than what you ever had before. If you guys got any questions or comments about this video, please feel free to leave me one. And if you guys want to see something more about slow speed skills, you can always check out this video over here. And everybody have a wonderful day, and we will talk to you again real soon.